What's up, Canadian lovers? Welcome back to Modern Meditation. I am very grateful to be sharing this with you again today. In particular today because today is the first, hopefully of many, right, Canadian Love Team? Oh yeah, there's no one there because it's a pandemic and these are self-tapes and I'm alone. The first of hopefully many of our more practical videos where we actually dive in and meditate together. So thanks for joining me. Now, one thing I kind of enjoy is that part of setting up the mental space in your mind to process things and to, create the arena in which your different mental and emotional systems can communicate is setting up the physical space. And you can do that anywhere you want to. Maybe it's in your favorite chair. Perhaps it is on the couch. Maybe a dingy basement with candles. Or maybe just candles. I mean, candles are great. Maybe put on some soft music if that's your bag. For me, I absolutely love nature. So if I can be meditating outside, the more deep into the foliage I can get, the more relaxed and comfortable I will be. The space that I have chosen today is the beautiful veranda of my beautiful parents' house, in whose basement I live. I love it here. Now, this very basic, fun, easy way to get into meditation I like to call holding court. And the reason for that is that, back in the old days, a king would be sitting on an elevated platform and he would watch as his subjects would come in and tell him something, and the ruler would say, oh good, this, hey vizier, go do that, great, next. And in so doing, he would process the concerns of his subjects. And our brains have concerns too that need to be, for lack of a better word, processed, that need to be met and communicated with. And one thing I really like to do for this method of meditation, this is part of the space, something you want to set up beforehand, is having a little notebook and pen, because sometimes you have a thought that your brain brings to you and you go, yeah, okay, thank you, I know what you're saying to me now, I can let you go, but first I should write down that thing that I should do to solve this. So then if you have a pen and paper handy, you check it off, and then it's off of the list and very easy to let go. For example, you're just tunneling down into this thing that happened with your mom when you were 7, and you've been carrying it on your back for years and not really aware of it. Finally, you get to a point where you're like, yeah, okay, I can do this, and I can forgive my mom, and I can forgive me, and this is good. And then you're like, oh, I should tell her that. So then to give that final push of letting it go, you jot down, note to self, have forgiven mother for that time, call mom and say, I love you, and wash your hands, or whatever. So that's why the pen and paper are just really useful for that last nail in the coffin. Ugh, that's a morbid metaphor for letting go of the thoughts that your brain has brought to you. And again, the more you do this, the emptier and more fluid the processing pathways are of your psychological systems, and the easier it is to process new information, the easier it is to learn and grow, and the better you feel because you're not carrying these little bits of emotional tension in your body. So let's get to it. Now, I like to start up with a little bit of a pre-game. It's like a pre-workout, but it's a pre-mental workout. And think of it like, you're working on the relationship with yourself. What do couples do on dates? I mean, sometimes you go for a run together, it's nice, it's physical, it gets you in the moment. Sometimes you work out together, sometimes you have a glass of wine together. Whatever it is that you want to do with yourself to give to yourself. Exercise is recommended because it creates endorphins and just, puts you in the moment already. But whatever you want to do with yourself, maybe have a drink on the patio and sip the beautiful air, whatever you want. That's the pre-game to sort of put yourself in a good place, You and you have spent some time together, you did that fun thing, now you're ready to really connect. And then the pre-game, or the opener, I kind of call it in my head sometimes. The opener is what you're doing to sort of get yourself in an emotionally, psychologically connective, flowing kind of a zone. That probably sounds like crazy talk, but it's breathing exercises. My favorite is to do my chakras, and I will be going through several chakra meditations after this, God and Canadian Love Team willing. So there are a lot of great ways to sort of open yourself up to this. A workout followed by getting into my chakras is one of my favorite ways. Taking a hot bath, woof, and then you really relax, and then you blast some cold water on you at the end, and that really pops you into the moment. It's a great time to do it. So what I'm going to do for this is just a quick a combination of the Wim Hof breathing which is a way of breathing, and they use it a lot in yoga, but Wim Hof is famous for it because he's the Iceman. Big fan of his. And a combination of that was just relaxing your body. So yeah, do this with me. So we're gonna take just a really nice, thick, triple breath in where you're filling your abdomen first and then your chest, and then filling a little bit extra into your throat. And then once that's inside, you're gonna hold it for a second and just gently move the intention of the breath, if that makes sense, your awareness of your breath through your body, and find bits of tension and work them out just a little bit. And then when you're ready, start exhaling, and as you exhale, feel that tension that you've just worked on flow through your body and out. So just a nice big triple breath in, and then you're holding it and just finding all the tension in your body, all the little bits. Some of them will be secretly tied to emotions, but you probably won't notice. Some will just be very physical in nature, and then breathe out and just let them all go. And do that a couple more times. One more. So keep having that feel of just breathing in nice and deep. If you want, you can feel the breath coming in like light through the top of your head and down into your abdomen, and then the chest, and then up into the throat and the head, feeling any tension and letting it go. And then keep breathing like that, but give it a little bit less attention, and relax your awareness until you're not really concentrating on anything in particular. Feel the textures that are against your skin, the movement of the air against your face. Really come into your body, and then let go of being aware of that as well until you're just sort of relaxed. And somewhere through this process, if you're not relaxed yet, maybe start trying to wait until you can listen to your heartbeat, when you can feel that and feel your blood pumping in different areas of your body, which is a really cool feeling. Maybe by then you'll be relaxed. Sometimes it takes a while. And gradually your brain will start bringing you thoughts to you. And if it doesn't, you can ask it. You can say, "Hey self, I'll do mine. Hey Michael, what's up with you, Michael? Really enjoying these birds. I also sense that I feel a lot of frustration when cars go by and affect my audio, but I'm learning to deal with that. Oof. Definitely feeling the tension about all of this virus stuff. So as your brain brings these thoughts forward, take a second to go, thanks, brain. Where's that coming from? What can I do for you? Tell me more about this. Really enjoying the song of bird? Why is that, brain? Because I guess I just want myself to feel some gratitude. Solid call, Michael. I'm very grateful to be here. Why are you telling me about the stress about the pandemic, brain? Because I could probably continue my life without it. Could probably let go. Fair enough. So why did we need it in the first place? I guess it's a somewhat natural response. Probably everyone ever was feeling some of it. Is there anything I can do with this information? Do you want me to do anything aside from let it go? Yeah, it's time to call people who are important to you. I should call my grandma. I don't need to write that down, I'll remember that. Call grandma. Call grandma, reach out to friends on Facebook. Oh, I'm so bad at that. It's because Because I'm really busy with this thing I'm doing. I know, Michael. So, this is a great time if you're here to pause the video and let your brain do this with yourself. Or turn off the video and turn on your favorite cool song. I've started a playlist. I call it Taking Michael Time. It's a great thing to do, to put on your favorite meditation songs and just have them to vibe to. Do this as long as you need, and eventually you'll get to a place where your brain isn't really bringing a lot up anymore, or where it starts to bring up even deeper stuff and you're like, okay, that's enough for today. But just everything your brain brings up, ask it, where's that coming from? Why are you bringing this up to me? Try to figure out what you can learn from it, or if there's something you should take away from this. Write it down or record it in some fashion if you need to. And then once you've written down anything you need to do for it, say thank you to it and let it go. God, it clears up space. That's all for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you for the next one. And now I'm all alone, but I don't know why. Oh wait, because you broke my freaky heart, and then you said my cat should die.